Hello and welcome to another map review. We are going to be looking at this map here, which is Valley Crest version 2.0. So again, there's probably been another version of this map. I didn't review that. I would remember I reviewed this one, but I have definitely not reviewed Valley Crest version 1 or whatever. So let's get right into it and have a look. So I'm gonna just add the Land Rover, that and that, and obviously the map is in here somewhere. There we go. And let's start stuff up. Take a look at the log. Let's see what happens when we load. I haven't seen any errors yet, but we will see. There's definitely production there because I saw fabric script scroll by. Let's take a look at the error log, see what we have. So this has additional map types, and we'll look at those in a minute. We have various things there. We have part sampler, we have no errors, we've got lots of production right. Looks like, oh, we do have, what's that? Log on create. Oh, okay, that's some storage. We do have an error. I see an error. Error keyframes not strictly monotonic increasing. I'm not sure what that means. But there is an error, so might be worth just watching out for that. I don't know what it does, but we'll see. Kind of turn on flight mode. Ready for when we do our flying. Okay, let's get Courseway to check out our field, and we are on the farm. So, first impression, this is a Gold Crest edit. Not unsurprising with Valley Crest as the name, but it is a Gold Crest edit. We are on essentially the farm and thing. This is a placed version of something I've used on Cherry Hills. I'm guessing this is the thing I think it is. Basically, you fill it full of diesel, and it's a diesel tank for you to use on the farm. It's quite cool. So we thought I'd cover that whilst we're stood next to it. Let's take a look at the map. So we have a very busy looking map, and there is some significant change on this map. I'm not sure, there's some stuff up here. I'm not sure what this is. Not sure what this is. I'm not sure all of this is actually. However, this here looks like a quarry. Now, the reason why I say this is because some of the stuff that scrolled past in the log smacked quarry, because it said sand, it said gravel, and I figured there's definitely quarry on this. We've got some woodland areas, I guess, down here and here. These are, I'd say, mostly the fields that Gold Crest had, but I have a feeling there's some differences. Certain things look like they're in different spots. The cows and the are up here, whereas I think they were down here. There's kind of new roadways as well, all the way down here. There's definitely some tweaks to the fields happened. I mean, there's the Gold Crest, there's a field here for us, and that's gone. So there's definitely some stuff here. Normal fruit types at this point on the fields. Let's have a look at what we own. So we own field 11 and we own 13, and that looks like everything. Yeah, that's the only fields we own. Okay. Let's have a look at the sell points. There are a lot. We have 5, 10, 15, 19 of them. Sorry about that. Back to the thing. So we've got 19 sale points here, and we've got our sort of standard sale point items, and then we've got some different ones. So we've got rock, cement, asphalt. I'm guessing that's cracked rock, gravel, dirt, sand. We have compost. We've got pallets. We've got lettuce and cement. I'm not sure what that is. That's a cement mixer. And this one says cement. I'm guessing that's saying we purchased cement mixers. Not sure. We'll have a look at our vehicles in a minute. Our animals, and we have 100,000 silo capacity. Let's get back to the map, and let's take a look at the vehicles that we have. So we have a New Holland 8340. We have two Case 1455 XLs. We have a 1660 axial flow case combine. We have a 14-foot header. We have a Metaltech DB8 trailer. We have a Kuhn Cullimer L300, and we have a Great Plains 3P1006NT Cedar. We have a pickup truck, and we have 3 shelters, which are placeable mods that have been placed on the farm for us. Okay, so let's take a look around, and we'll hit the map. So we're going to take a look around the farm, and then we're going to go further afield. So placeables, there's another shed here. Doesn't appear to be any vehicles in the vicinity. We do have our pickup truck there, and a barn on the farm. Now that barn is in a really awkward spot. There's a road going through here, and it's kind of right by a vehicle. Don't really like barns. There's a lot of road here. I mean, this was a field back when this is Gold Crest. We've got our case. There's some storage sheds here. There's a combine. There's a little road, paved road now up to our silo. A drop-off location, another storage shed. This is kind of a weird storage shed arrangement. Maybe for loading, I don't know. Kind of our silo. If you wanted to expand that, you can. You could use the expansions, but there's very little space here to actually do that. There's a lot of buildings there. There is a raised Bittern railway line. So I think the railway lines have been beefed up. Oh, there's a train moving down there. I think that's just decoration. We've got a silage clamp here. We've got another shed, and I think these are our cows. Feeding trough for the cows, and this sort of area here. It's just sort of a, what's that? There's just a roadway there. Feeding trough for the cows. There's this thing which, if memory serves, there should be a button somewhere. Memory serves, this thing moves. I thought this moved. Maybe not. This one isn't the moving one. It's just a sort of storage location. We've got our slurry and manure for the cows. This is where our sheep are at. Where's our pigs? That's our sheep. We have some storage here. So interestingly, so this is a storage spot. You drop stuff in. I don't know if it's specific stuff or you could just drop anything, but and we will go around the back in a sec. Just want to check this. Just some storage sheds, pretty much standard stuff. Not sure what this is. Seeds and fertilizer. It's in German. So the production thing, they've kind of added that in there. Open gates. So we come in here and we drop off the relevant bits and pieces, and we get our seed and fertilizer out the side. That's kind of cool. Around the back here, we actually have these things, which is basically you put in whatever you put in on the front will basically be fed out to the back. I don't think it matters what it is. You can see a helicopter flying by over there. There's something on the other side of that. We will check it out in a minute. The storage shed, and we have a greenhouse. So this must be where our lettuce are grown. Only one greenhouse, but it is a big one. So if memory serves, these take, well, I think they've actually modified this one. Got a pallet handler here. So I think, I know they haven't modified it. So it takes pallets, it takes water, it takes fertilizer. And it also takes compost down the side here. And out pops here lettuce on the pallet handler here. And this, I'm not sure what this is. I can never remember, but it's essentially scraps or something. It's waste. I can't remember what you can use it for, but basically it's waste. Got a field here. This is field 13. It's already cut for us. We just have to plow it and all that good stuff. So that's kind of the far. Oh, we've missed this bit up here. Let's just pop up here in the chat. Use that as a jumping off point. There we have field 11, which needs seeding. Here we have our pigs. So all the animals are fairly close in a sense. They're all on the main farmyard, but they're just kind of, ooh, what's that? Silage pit. Fall into a big hole. We've got some more stuff here. We've got some more sheds. Seeing these on a few maps. This is water. It's a big water tank. Intrigued though. Add water. It's water storage. So we have to pick it up from elsewhere and bring it to the farm. Interesting. Okay, so we've got some woodland just bordering the farm here. You can see it from the spot we're at the moment. We're going to take a tour around the farm. We are going to go anti-clockwise. We're going to start at Cold Crest Pacific Grain. Here we are. This is a grain sale point. The reason why I chose here is because I wanted to see what's behind it. So we've got a bit of a roadway, and we've got water. We've got a bridge, and some buildings. Kind of nice looking building here, and then we've got a sort of forestry area on the mountainside, and then we have got that's a nursery. We've got stuff in the fields over there. This is, we have this railway line as well. There's a lot of water fountains around on this map, I've noticed. I've seen like 3 or 4 already. I see. So there's lots of this stuff around, and I think it's loading for the train. So there's definitely a train, and the train goes all the way around the map. Got loading places for trees and so on. So this is what this is here. You've got a forestry area, and then you've got a kind of place you can load up a train with. I'm looking at this, and there's essentially 2 loops. There's this loop, I think, that goes this way around, and then there's a loop that goes sort of this way around for the map. Where does that end? I think it goes up there. Well, I'm not sure. So let's hit, we're going anti-clockwise, so let's head up here. We'll just take this gas station out, and it gives us a view of what's around here. Gas station, we have some what to be storage up there, or maybe sell point, drop off point for a train. Let's go have a look at the hillside. Yeah, this is a central rail hub. All these concrete bollards around, sort of blocking stuff off, but we've got a train, so it's a central transport hub. So you can drop off stuff for storage, and then you drop it into the trains. There's another thing down here, which I'm trying to think what that is. Kind of looks like a wood chip storage mod that I've seen around, but it might be something else. I think it's actually a sell point, because I'm just noticing there's a sell point icon just below. So yeah, this is a wood chip sell location, and something else here. What's this? This doesn't look particularly safe. Ah, it's I mean, this is the wood chipper. This is a holes hacker or whatever they call it. It's the wood chipper. Basically, you come and drop your woods in here, your wood in here, and you can probably do it down there as well. And it basically creates wood chips for you. We also have here, looks like a pallet board maker. Very odd arrangement. That doesn't actually look right, although it is actually there. Okay, so this is what are they making here? Are they making logs, fuel, and they create board pallets? Okay, so that is a bit of a misnomer. They're making boards, and we have drop off wood there. I'm wondering if there's anything in these sheds here. Nope. Okay, so wood chip sale place, or maybe even storage, I'm not sure. And then we've got the wood chipper over there. So we've got something here. So we kind of covered that. This thing here, Sawmill production. This is the soy milk, slow soy milk production sort of factory. This is the GE placeable version, and the big difference between this one and the placeable version is the GE version has opening hours. So essentially, as you can see here, between 7 AM and 7 PM, one part of it is operational. I'm not sure which way around this goes. However, between midnight and 12 PM, another section of it is operational. Now, if my memory serves, essentially the split is you can load it between certain hours and you can unload it between certain hours. And effectively, during those periods, it's producing and not producing. So you've got your drop-offs for the various items, and then you sort of get your outputs here. It produces pig food, it produces milk in the form of soy milk, it produces liquid manure, it requires water, a lot of water, it requires soybeans, and it requires diesel. So let's pop up here. This is the BGA, and let's have a look around. So we have a different type of silo king. We have the Fleeger one. It's above ground, it's annoying. What we've got here is something to do with fuel. Silage clamps over there. And another silo king here, and this is this kind of standard one. Basically the standard BGA is in this location, and that's kind of the standard entrance, and I think what's happened here is it's extended a little bit to add this, and I think this is essentially diesel production, I think. So let's go look over here. We've got a shed, we've got a little workshop, we've got a digestate, we've got some more silage clamps, and I can see what looks to be a rail yard over here. We have a sale point too. Not sure what they're buying and selling, but we've got a sale point at the back here, and we've got a train. This train allows us to take something. It is a different different wagons to what I've seen around before, but this is a train we can actually drive, I think. Is it? No, we can't actually drive this one. No, there's a guy in there waiting patiently for something. So this train we can't drive. We can click this and send the guy off. Bye bye. And the train, off he goes. Okay, so that's the freight yard up here. Let's hit this spot here, asphalt. Not sure what's going on here. They are buying asphalt. I'm not sure how we sell it, but I guess they're making a new road and there's a machine there for doing that. And this is a sale point for us to come and bring asphalt to the actual to be sold. Let's go to right Agri-Business. Sale point, standard stuff, grain and such like, and slurry, and it's up in the hills overlooking the town, as you can see. And over there we have what is essentially a quarry. I'm going to sort of just run through the trees and see what we can see. But it looks like a big hole in the ground, and it is a big hole in the ground. Wow, that is a big hole in the ground. So effectively a big hole in the ground. This is the quarry. Now what we can do in here I don't know, but let's run through. Ooh. Can I jump over the fence? Yes I can. So some quite shaky looking. So something here. This is either a tipping point or sale, something anyway, a pickup point maybe, I don't know. We've got another one over here. Oh, I see. So here we're dropping something in and it's producing something for us. I'm not sure what this is. Can't see any way to get outputs at the moment from here. I haven't seen anything. It's a lot of fencing and stuff, and big holes in the ground and the like. There's some buildings, and there's a what looks to be a sunken porta potty. There is a kind of traverse way. That looks really rickety up there. We've definitely got something going on down here. Again, not sure what we've got. Something drops off there. We've got some broken trellis work. This is obviously we're adding diesel. Okay, we add diesel and rock. We get dirt crushed, so crushed rock, gravel. So in there, I'm guessing there's other elements to this, but to actually do that. Where do we get the rock? That's the question. That's the $1,000,000 question. Where do we get the rock? So this is obviously the rock drop-off location here, and everything else comes out of that. So where we get the rock, I don't know. I am intrigued, and oops, I'm stuck in a tree. Where would we get the rock? That is what I would like to know. There is a gas station here. I guess a lot of stuff is open. It's got opening hours on the various things because this appears to be open between 6 and 10 PM. We've got a workshop here. This is kind of on the entrance to the quarry. What's this? This is something else. So what have we got here? got various different storage bins. Potentially sell point, I don't know. We have a diesel drop-off place and water. And this gives us... Okay, we give it gravel, water, crushed and fuel, and we get asphalt. Aha! So all of this stuff that we get from here, we get asphalt out. That is the production for that. I'm wondering what this is for. Trying to figure out how we get the rock. Okay, we get fuel. We get rock, rock, and rock. Aha! So, I think the way I think this works out is this is our rock. And then we have to take the rock all the way down into the base of the thing. It's kind of weird. It's quite a weird backwards way of ducking. You've got to take the rock you get up here back down into the quarry to make crushed. I would have the other way around personally, but that's a bit weird. Okay, Stanton Sawmill. Standard sawmill. Some storage around the place. Sale of wood into the water. We'll have sawdust on the other side. This is the standard sawmill. There is something over there. What's that, Matt? Maplefield Pool. Not sure what that means. What it's for. Maplefield Pool. Sounds like a swimming pool. Maybe it's a sale place. Or storage for something. Oh, there's a railway line here. Ah, we can drop it as storage and we can drop into the train. Ah, yes. Okay, Maplefield Mill, standard sale place. It's rail only. Let's go Gomez Ridge. Hold on, let's go to the town. So Gomez Ridge Acres is the standard location from Goldcrest. Might give that a skip. This is a garden centre. It takes, I'm guessing, wood boards, cells. It's got compost and manure, grass and all those things. And what else? I think that's it. Let's take a look over here. Transport company. It is another rail sale location. You come and drop stuff off. It will take it for you. Press the button, and the train disappears with all our goods. So that's another sort of sale point. We have a little construction yard here, which we can sell stuff to. I am guessing it's pretty much things like the gravel, the cement and so on that we just picked up. We have a sawmill. It's a building site. What's bar still? This is definitely, yeah, cement mixers and so on. Yes, we sell to here. Sawmill. Basically here we bring in wood boards, I guess, and we'll get wood pallets, and we'll get wood, I said wood pallets out and so on. So yeah, wood board pallets, and we get wood chips and pallets out of empty pallets. Pallets or pallets. And there's a little storage shed there. These guys all look like standard stuff, so we'll quickly nip around these. Yep, Gomez Ridge Acre acts as sort of standard sell point. We have a milk sell point here. That's a milk trigger. We are actually, I'm guessing this is still the store. Yeah. There is another. We actually turn that on, it's not showing. We've got milk sale, we've got supermarket around the back, selling all kinds of stuff. Weirdly, it's actually the mineral assay services. It's not a supermarket. I don't see a supermarket here at all. Okay, spinnery is in the... Oh, the shop's over here. This is the shop. Okay. Spinnery, same place as previous. Yep, pretty much. Fuel cell point, that is the garage that is there. Groovy gasoline. And Denton Bakery. Standard thing. Sell point for grain. Zucca fabric or sugar factory is here. Sugar beet, and this you drop it off here and it sells it and makes stuff with it. Mary's farm. Standard stuff. Actually, it's a standard sell point, but there is a train stop here. A little bit different. Our animal dealer is also here. It is a little bit crowded here, and there's some weirdness going on. But yeah, it is pretty much a standard sell point kind of spot. So the train line actually goes through here, that's why. Let's quickly take to the air and have a look. We've got a little bit of woodland behind us here and over there. We're kind of looking really at the whole map from here. Kind of see the quarry there up there in the distance. We've got the farm just in front of, just behind that rail sort of bridge, and sort of traverses the valley. I think sort of a lot of roadways being put in. There's various grain buildings that have been put in as well. So pretty much all the fields are connected by a road now. So there's no kind of dirt tracks like there were in Gold Crest, and there's all this back section of fields essentially interconnected, but they were not actually connected via kind of paved roads. You kind of just drove across them. So there's a bit of woodland there, there's a bit of woodland over there, a bit of woodland in there behind the farm. There's a lot of forestry in various places. It's accessible to a certain extent. The main road going through the town is there. There's been a little bit of an overpass built to go across the road and up the hillside to here. So you can't actually, I don't think you can actually get to this field from the road. You have to actually, you do have to go around the houses a little bit, but you can get to it just about. There's a bit of an automated rail line going on down there, and we'll actually drop down on that in a second. But there's kind of a train line going on. We're just kind of flying over things at the moment, taking a look. But essentially, it's very much a Gold Crest map, but effectively there's some things that have changed quite drastically. We're just going to drop down any second. Try and aim for the trees. Aim for the train. Boom, we landed right on the train. We probably shouldn't have done that, because we're inside the train now. It's an actual... the weird thing about this is I don't think that's an actual American train. I have a feeling that's actually... It looks like a European engine loco. It actually looks like an English one, but it isn't. It's actually European, I think. So yes, that is, and that's just a, that's actually kind of cool. And there's a dynamic element to this. There's a movement to it. We've got a train that's going back and forth here, for instance. So there's a good bit of detail on this map. There's a good bit of production. Not much in the way of space to add your own. It is pretty packed. Yeah, looking at this, there's not really any space to plop your own production down. It is pretty jam-packed, full of stuff. So there's certain things have moved, stores moved. There's something over here which I don't think we've actually looked at. Kind of like, oh, hold on, is that the wood parts? That is the wood parts. We have actually looked at that, but that is the wood parts over there. So yes, there's not. It is a nice little map edit of Goldcrest. Jam-packed a lot of stuff into the space. Moved the farm around quite a bit, basically bringing all the animals and the farm stuff into kind of one place. Added a bit of storage, added some production. Not a huge range of production in terms of kind of farm related sort of production like vegetables and so on, but there is this whole production line element to things which is coming from a quarry, which essentially has been carved out of the hillside over there behind the hydroelectric plant. If memory serves, on the original Goldcrest map, there was a field up there. If you look at the sort of Pine Cove Farm kind of variation of Goldcrest, effectively up there is your forest. So in essence, they've kind of made a big quarry out of that area, kind of dug into the ground and put in a mini production thing going on. And then they've dotted in a couple of places around the map, places you can then sell that product to. So for instance, we're looking down there at a building site for houses where you can sell some stuff to. Somewhere, if memory serves, there was a spot where there was a bit of road being created, and you could essentially sell your asphalt to that. They've paved a lot of road by the looks of things. There's a lot of road gone down in this farm. So it is pretty nice edit. A lot of stuff on here. I spy something over there that I actually don't think we've actually been to, which is this TPM. Actually, we didn't go here. Let's take a look at this quickly. So it's a sale point. Not sure what it does. We can drop stuff off here. It's production. Water, sand, gravel makes concrete. And this guy, what does this guy over here do? Something happens here, and I would love to know what it is. Pit CG Gravel Cement Limited. That is a weighbridge. That is, not sure what that is. That's possibly water. That's probably just drop off for this. There's something on the other side of this which I'm kind of trying to find the way out now. The one thing that was kind of suspiciously missing when I was just kind of dotting around there, I just thought about that, was, as I was kind of summarizing, I was thinking, where was the diesel? And then when I was looking in the air, I recognized this. This is the diesel plant. There's a lot of diesel required on this map. So you need to make it. And this guy makes it for you. You drop off canola or oilseed rape, or rape, depending on what part of the world you call it a different thing. In the UK we call it oilseed rape. In the US, it's called canola. In the UK, we have a brand of cooking oil called canola. I'm guessing made from the same stuff. And in Europe, we call it rape. Essentially, biodiesel. This guy produces biodiesel. You give it oilseed rape. It produces fuel, digestate, and forage. So essentially, this is a pretty useful place on this edit. This map edit essentially will require a lot of diesel. That is one thing I've kind of noticed with this map, is it does require a ton of diesel. So there we have it. This is Valley Crest 2.0. Please check it out. That is kind of a wrap on our review. It's quite a very busy map and everything else. So if you found the review useful for you today, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. We have our map reviews, we have our Let's Play series, we have our fun stuff. Generally speaking, we just get up to mayhem and chaos, commonly known as chaos and mayhem. So with that, thank you all for watching. Have a great day and goodbye.